Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with a foundation review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Foundation. I've been testing this out for a little while. I've got the Serum Primer as well. As always, I'll have timestamps down below if you want to skip ahead. I'll be showing you application, before and after, how it looks in flash photo, how it looks in natural light, how it looks at the end of the day, give you a really good idea. And I've got two shades, so I'll show you swatches as well. And if you enjoy this type of review, be sure to subscribe, but let's go ahead and get started. So if you haven't heard of this, it is the Yummy Skin Foundation with hyaluronic acid. Retails for $34 American and 46 Canadian. It's from Danessa Myricks. If you're not familiar with her, very, very famous makeup artist. Something that I really like, or this I'm kind of indifferent about this type of packaging, but what's nice about it is that it's actually refillable. So if you do end up really enjoying it, you can just go ahead and repurchase this sort of pod of foundation, which is nice. Good for the environment and for your wallet. It's listed as being a medium coverage foundation, radiant finish, vegan, hydrating, and a liquid formula. I have two different shades here. I'll show you them both on my face, but I have a 12W and 13N. And then I also picked up the Yummy Skin Glow Serum, which is kind of like, they're listing it as a serum. To me, it's definitely more of like a primer, could double as a highlight. So I will put this on my face. I want to show you what this looks like. This comes in two different shades. I have Main Squeeze. I did a foundation, a video a little while back. I'll show you what that looks like. I did a video a little while back about my favorite serums that act as primers, so I'll link that down below. But this is definitely one of them. To me, it's more of a primer, or I would use it almost as like a really nice liquid highlighter. It has a really beautiful sort of gel texture. It's a little bit emollient, but it's not like greasy feeling by any means. It has a little bit of that sort of hydrating, sticky feel. So as I mentioned, I have two different shades. The one on the bottom here is 12W. It's a little bit warmer, peachier, lighter in tone. And then above I have 13N, which is a little more neutral. And I tend to prefer more neutral shades on my face. But I can and have worn both. I have a little bit of a tan right now as well, just because it's summer. And there it is swatched on my face. You can see the 12 versus the 13. I'm going to take out about that much and start there. They say you can use a sponge, you can use a brush or your fingers, and they say it is buildable coverage. It has jojoba oil for moisturization and softening the skin. It has hyaluronic acid, of course, which hydrates and plumps, and then olive-derived squalene, known to balance the production and diminish visible signs of aging. So very common right now to have a combo of skincare and makeup when it comes to foundation. I'm sort of indifferent on it. Like, I obviously don't want my foundation to be bad for my skin, but I'm not also, it's not required for me to have skincare ingredients, but it's a really nice bonus as long as it's still a good product. But like I said, medium coverage, a skincare hybrid foundation with medium buildable coverage effortlessly creates a natural looking skin-like glow. And as you can see, there's a decent amount of glow on my skin. It doesn't recommend itself for any particular skin types though. And it does sort of have a, I think I can smell the jojoba in it. But something that I did notice in trying this the first time was that it was much more makeup-y than I expected it to be. Just because it says like just first of all, because of all the different foundations that have been coming out lately, everything is super light coverage. But also I was just expecting this to be like, to give actually no coverage, even though it says medium buildable, but it really does have coverage. You don't need a lot of it, and kind of less is more as usual. But definitely, in comparison to the other serum foundations, it's feels more like foundation than it does serum. So I think you can see it gave the nice sort of medium coverage that it was saying it would. I do have some breakouts right now. A lot of them aren't active, but I do have a lot of sort of like redness and sort of residual pimples on my skin, and I think it did a good job sort of evening out my face. I will say though, for a serum foundation, or as it's listed as a serum foundation, it doesn't feel as lightweight as I sort of expect it to. I mean, nowhere in here does it say it should be lightweight, so I guess maybe that's me putting my own stuff onto it, I'm projecting, but just based on the types of foundations that are out right now, the listing of it being a serum, I do sort of feel a little bit of heaviness in terms of how it feels on my skin in comparison to some of the others. So it definitely doesn't feel like a tinted moisturizer or anything really lightweight like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take some photos here and in some dark lighting to see how it performs under flash, and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back with the rest of my makeup on. I was inspired on the Danessa Myricks website. She has the Color Fix paints, and someone was wearing a gorgeous pink eye, so that is what I did today. I will have an Instagram reel linked down below, and everything that I'm wearing, as always, will be listed and linked in the description box. But I think things look really, really beautiful. As you'll see in the close-up, I wanted to do a close-up just to show you that it does kind of have more makeup-y vibes. My skin looks a little heavy on its own. It's not the kind of product that I would wear on its own like I would some other tinted moisturizers, but it does look nice on the skin. It definitely has the radiance that it's listed as having, and I think if you tend to like definitely a more radiant look, it's going to give you that, because there's a lot of satin natural finishes out there that are natural, but this is really bringing the glow. I think as I've powdered it, it looked really good. Of course, I've got liquid and powder highlighter on right now. I am going for a glowy look myself, but I think it looks really good. As for flash photo, I thought it looked a little bit greasy and shiny in just like my studio lighting here, and then I never enjoy these flash photos. They're never flattering for me, but it didn't show any major flashback. It doesn't have any listing of SPF in there either. So I think things look good so far, but I will check back with you in a couple of hours. Hello, checking in with you in some natural light so you can see how the color looks, how it's holding up. I will say it's a lot less radiant than it once was. It doesn't have the kind of like dewy feeling. I haven't really been outside because I have just been sort of filming and cleaning around my apartment, so it's not like I've been out in really humid weather, but I'm not oily at all, and it doesn't look like it's oxidized or anything like that. So I'm going to continue to wear this for a few more hours. Not gonna lie, probably going to take an afternoon nap. It's become a bit of my routine lately. It's a dangerous game, but I will check back with you this evening. Okay, I am back. I'm a little shiny from my nap, but it is the end of my makeup day, and I wanted to show you how everything held up. I think you can see my face is a little bit shiny. I would say my skin type right now is about combination, but when I nap, I definitely tend to produce a little bit of sweat on my face. I could really see there was some transfer onto my pillow as well. Sometimes I'll sleep on top of a blanket. I'm about to wash my sheets anyway, so I wanted to kind of see how it looked. Definitely had some transfer. That could be the powder as well, but I do nap in the middle of the day with makeup on sometimes, so I can kind of compare it to the other times that I have. But what I will say about this foundation is if you have a drier skin type, a more normal skin type, and you're looking for something radiant, this definitely has that look and feel to it. If you're more oily, it's not that it moves around or anything, but I would probably go for some of the other foundations out there that have a more natural satin finish as opposed to this like radiance right off the jump. And definitely if you're picking this up, know that it performs more like a foundation than a serum foundation in my opinion, and can look a little bit heavy. It has sort of moved around on my skin a little bit. I didn't use a setting spray today. In general, outside of testing foundations, always wear a bunch of setting spray. That makes a big difference. So overall, it's not that I wouldn't recommend this foundation, I just wish it was a little more lightweight feeling, but it does look nice on the skin. It does have 24 shades, so it looks quite fair up to quite deep, and a good range in there. Although 24 isn't a big range, it looks to have a nice range in terms of quite light to quite deep. But yeah, I don't see myself like running out to repurchase this. I will continue to use it. Definitely a lighter hand is better. And that is Rue. Hi, baby. But I do think it's a nice foundation. I'm just not completely blown away. I think I was expecting something a little bit different given the name. So let me know if you have tried this, if you plan on trying it, and as always, if you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!